Hard work brought me here. I paid my dues to my corporate bosses. I sacrificed a lot of my time and life to get where I wanted to be, and now the fruits of my labor are paying off. Evan, my husband, has been supportive of me. He hasn't slowed me down in what I wanted in life, although he can be a good distraction. We're nearly 30. He wants to be a father. When we married, nearly 2 years ago, I told him I wanted the same, and I do, but not right now. Right now, Alice Walker needs to focus on herself. I need to climb the corporate ladder as high as I can go, and once I'm invaluable, once I've proven my worth, I can focus on having a family with Evan. I'm young and still have plenty of time. Although Evan seems to be going through his midlife crisis much earlier than expected, I'm only 27. That allows me a lot of time to get to where I need to be. If you ask Evan, though, he would tell you otherwise. He is obsessed with my eggs and how many of my child-rearing years I have left. He will continue to sneak in statistics of issues older parents have when they have a family later in life. I'm not worried. When the time comes, I'll make a good mother. I know. I just can't start when I'm at the bottom. I want my children to be raised in an environment where they don't have to worry about money. I want to ensure that I can provide those stable early years for them. Essentially, I want them to not go through the hell I had growing up. Evan, while being a good, supportive husband to his overachieving wife, doesn't really help much in that department. He's currently not working, and that's okay since we just moved to Toronto so that I could start my new job. Although I tend to set high expectations for myself, I know it's not reasonable for him to move across the country with me and suddenly find work. What was reasonable, though, was to expect that before we moved to Toronto, he would have a stable career. Stable and career are not words that are relevant to my husband. In the working world, we are near opposites. I'm a go-getter, overachiever, and will do anything except sell my unborn child to move myself to where I want to be in life. Evan is different. He won't take any garbage from his superiors. He puts in the work that's required of him and barely anything else. He gloats about how he quit his last job by telling his boss a 4-letter word that starts with F. Sometimes I can tell he's upset about how successful I am. I never shove it in his face that I make more than him. He knows it. We do our finances together. He sees what I make compared to what he brings in when he has a job. I don't have to tell him the obvious. I make enough that he doesn't have to worry about it. I know that a lot of his frustration at the various jobs he's had is that he hasn't found something he's passionate about. Since I was a girl, I wanted to be an executive at a company. I imagined my name on the outside of a large door in a fancy office, staff working for me and me leading them. At one point in his life, I thought Evan had that. He was starting his bachelor's of education to become a teacher, but dropped out of university in his early 20s. He struggled to find something he wants to do since. If he really wants to have a family with me, and with me making more than him, he will likely be the one at home with our future baby more than me. I'll have to return to work early from maternity leave to focus on my career again. He can take on the brunt of what the baby needs. "You want me to be Mr. Mommy?" Evan asked me once as a joke. Evan comes up the stairs from the basement, each step squeaking in different tones. He has cut wires in his hand. "Well, this is a mess," he says. "The electrical wiring is straight out of the 1940s. This wouldn't meet codes for sure." He looks at me, waiting for a response, but I just grin. We knew this place was more than a fixer-upper. Evan found an amazing opportunity, he called it. An older house listed online with an incredible price in a nice area. The description was nice and fluffy, as you would expect. Saying a house is expensive in Toronto is an understatement. This is the most expensive city to live in Canada, even the world, for that matter. We had always wanted a home, and if we were to have a baby sometime in the near future, we wanted to have one in a detached house. Evan smiles back. "Don't worry, I can handle it," he says confidently. Although my husband is not confident in the regular workplace, he is certainly handy. His father worked in maintenance and taught his son many different things, from installing flooring even to electrics.